My peoples, welcome to Box Center, the show. You already know what it is, man. This is episode 6, and we're gonna talk boxing, man. We're gonna do what we do. In this episode, we're gonna talk about Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga, Terrence Bud Crawford, Jerron Boots Ennis, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and we're also going to talk about the O'Shaquie Foster versus Robson Conceição rematch. You already know what it is, my peoples. Get with me. Yeah. Jay Smith. I'm your connections. I'm your plug. Let's get it. This is live, yo. You know what I'm saying? This is live right here. Like I told y'all, we're going to kick this off with Mr. Canelo Alvarez. We got a fight on our hands, my peoples. We have a fight on our hands. So we got a fight on our hands, my peoples. Canelo and Berlanga both made weight. In fact, Canelo was over a pound below the 168 limit or something around there. And Berlanga was also well below. So it seems like neither of them had a problem making weight. Let's see what's going to happen now. That's it. They're at the point of no return. We got a fight on our hands, and it's tomorrow. How is that going to play out? Remember, Berlanga predicted that he's going to knock Canelo Alvarez out. Let me take note of that real quick. Yeah. Berlanga says he's going to knock Canelo out in the 6th round. Now, most of the people that I've spoken with about this fight tell me that Berlanga is going to get slept, that he's going to, just take a beating. I don't see that many people giving him a chance to win this fight. Now, like I said before, man, that's what upsets are made of. Right there. Everybody think this guy's going to win, and then somebody shock the world. Can Edgar Berlanga shock the world? That's the magic question. I don't see a lot of people that believe he can, but he believes he can. That's for him, he's the guy that's going to go in there and stop Canelo, be the first one to do it. That's bold. You have to take into account that this is the first time that Edgar Berlanga is fighting for a title. He's never fought for a title before. And now you're going to fight the face of boxing, a pound-for-pound fighter, and that's where you're going to make your debut in a championship fight against. That's going to be tough. Are the lights going to be too bright for Edgar Berlanga? Is he going to be able to handle, the type of pressure that Canelo can put on a fighter? We have to see. We have to see how that's going to play out. But if you're putting your money on Berlanga to win that fight, and he wins, you're going to make some good money because he's going to be the underdog for that fight. And you know what? I don't know what the odds are, but taking into account, like almost nobody is giving, Berlanga a shot to win that fight. I believe that Canelo's going to be the super, super heavy favorite tomorrow to win that fight. So if you bet money on Berlanga and he wins, you're going to make money off of that fight. But I don't know, man. In my opinion, Berlanga is going to get folded by or before the 10th round. Unfortunately, that's how I see it playing out. Canelo has so much experience. He has, been in the ring with so many great fighters, and Berlanga just doesn't have, you know, hasn't been in the ring with that type of competition to be ready for a Canelo Alvarez. So I think the difference in experience, I believe, is gonna start to show. Yes, Berlanga can have, a very good, 2, 3 rounds. While Canelo's trying to maybe adjust and get his timing together. But I believe at some point, maybe by the fourth or fifth round, we're gonna see Canelo picking up the pace and start to kind of pick him apart. And that's it. It'll be downhill from there. I think Berlanga, is a very tough fighter. He's a good fighter. I don't have to discredit him just because I'm saying Canelo's gonna beat him. But I believe that Canelo's gonna start to break him down slowly, and by the 10th round or maybe even before that, he's gonna stop him. So I believe not only do I believe Edgar Berlanga is gonna take his first L, I think he's gonna get stopped. We'll have to wait and see because he believes he's gonna stop Canelo. So we just have to see how is that gonna play out. How is that gonna play out? You tell me. You tell me how you think that fight is gonna play out. You tell me how you believe that fight is gonna play out with the level of experience that Edgar Berlanga has. Can Edgar Berlanga actually compete with Canelo Alvarez? Can he actually knock Canelo Alvarez out? You have to take that into consideration, Canelo has never been hurt. We've never seen Canelo dropped. We've never seen Canelo wobbled. So can Edgar Berlanga really go in there tomorrow and knock him out in the 6th round? I don't know, my peoples. I find that hard to believe. And I even find it hard to believe that Edgar Berlanga believes it. Does he believe he can knock Canelo out in the 6th round? I don't know. I don't know. So let me know what you think, my peoples. Can Edgar Berlanga shock the world tomorrow? I don't know. I personally don't see it that way. Now, since we're talking about Canelo Alvarez, let's go ahead and segue into Terence Crawford. We got to take into consideration that Canelo is the fight that Terence Crawford wants next. He's made it, real publicly known that he wants to fight Canelo. Now, Canelo has offered a little bit of pushback about that fight. He's talked about, I won't get credit because he's smaller, and so on and so forth. However, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has stated that he wants that fight. Canelo versus Bud. So, it helps to have someone of that magnitude push that fight. I think that, Canelo is going to be presented with the options to fight either Terence Crawford or David Benavidez, after he washes Berlanga. And I believe that there's a good possibility that he'll pick Terence Crawford. I really believe it. So, we have to see how that's going to play out, man. We have to see it. Now, the interesting part for Terence Crawford is that y'all got to remember Fundora was mandated to fight him. So, what is Sebastian Fundora going to do? Is he going to A, vacate the title, hand it off to Crawford, or B, defend it? Because remember, he had already been in talks with Errol Spence to fight him. Sebastian Fundora was supposed to fight Errol Spence in November or December. But now with him being mandated to fight Terrence Crawford, you have to wonder, what is he going to do? He can vacate the title and still fight Errol Spence at the end of the year. Or he can defend his titles versus Bud Crawford. Y'all tell me what you think Sebastian Fundora should do. Should he vacate? Still fight Errol? Should he fight Crawford? That would be a unification fight. Something to point out, being that it would be a unification fight if Sebastian Fundora and Terrence Crawford fought, assuming that Terrence Crawford wins that fight, he now has 3 belts in the division. That will put Bud one fight away from becoming undisputed in a 3rd division at 154. That would be ridiculous. So I think that's an option that Crawford can consider. Let's say he's not able to fight Canelo next in his very next fight. Then, he can say, okay, I'll fight Fundora. And whoever else is going to have the other title, I'll snatch that away too. Become undisputed at 154. But again, the best case scenario for Crawford and for a lot of the fans who want to see it is for Canelo to take the fight, man. Canelo take the fight and let's see what happens. So many people are predicting that Canelo Alvarez is going to wash Crawford. So many people are saying, Crawford is too small. At 168, there's not a lot he could do. Listen, man. Listen. We have to look at the fact that Terrence Crawford is a very skilled fighter. And he has the type of skills to outbox Canelo Alvarez. Period, point blank. People don't want to admit that. When the names come up, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, people just talk about the weight. 168, 168, 168. But they don't talk about the skills. Why? Because everybody understands that Bud has the skills to outbox Canelo. And that's exactly how it would play out if the fight happens or when it happens. So that's what I got for y'all on Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Yo, I've been wanting to talk to y'all about Boots. I wish he would have been fighting Brian Norman Jr. next. I'm disappointed that he's not. From what we've seen on social media, it looks like, they didn't offer Brian Norman Jr., what him and his team felt was fair. And now Boots is going to be fighting Karen. And that's a rematch. I don't think that's a rematch anybody asked for, anybody wanted. But that's business sometimes. Karen, you may recall, went the distance with Boots the last time they fought. And Boots was criticized for not, being able to stop him, not hurting him throughout the fight. But Karen is a tough opponent. It's going to be hard to look good against him. So Boots got his work cut out for him. Like, I know he's going to beat him, but how is he going to look? Is he going to beat him in beautiful fashion, or is it going to be a struggle for 12 rounds? We'll find out. So there you have it, my peoples. Now, I'll tell you what. I think Boots is going to move up to 154. Just to go after bigger names. It looks like at 147 he's gonna have a hard time to become undisputed. We've seen that Stanionis didn't like the offer that Eddie Hearn made to him, and we saw Brian Norman Jr. Same deal, didn't like the offer. So you're not gonna be able to get these champions in the divisions if you don't pay them. And we have to understand, Boots is one of the best fighters in the world. If you want somebody to fight him, you're gonna have to pay them. It's just that simple. And those guys know it. If they know their worth, the ones that are good, they're like, yo, like Brian Norman Jr., yo, he's a undefeated world champion. If you want this strap, yo, pay me. If you want an opportunity to try to get it. Because that's a heck of a fight. That's a heck of a fight. Like I told you earlier, man, I wish we could have got Boots versus Brian Norman Jr. And it doesn't even look like we're going to get that fight down the line. Like at 147, it just, based on the way things have been playing out, it looks like that fight, we might get it in the future. Maybe at 154. My peoples, let's talk about Tank Davis, man. Let's talk about Tank Davis. Been wanting to tell y'all about Tank. So they still haven't officially announced Tank Davis versus Rayo Valenzuela. We're hearing that Tank and Rayo are in negotiations. I heard November 2nd. I think that's the date for the fight. But they haven't been able to close the deal. Right now, we still don't know officially who Tank Davis is going to fight. So we have to still see how that's going to play out. We have to see how that fight is going to play out if it happens. But I tell you what, though, El Rayo Valenzuela is no bum. El Rayo Valenzuela is no hype job. If Tank Davis and Rayo Valenzuela are able to make the deal and sign their contracts and all that good stuff, I'll be excited for that fight. I'm trying to tell you, I'll be excited because, for whatever reason, people feel like El Rayo is not as good as he actually is. Not for whatever reason, I would say it's because he lost. And we live in this new era where if a fighter takes a loss, that's it. He gets discredited. But El Rayo Valenzuela is a fighter who I predicted that he would become a champion. I always believed in him. And even before he fought Pitbull, when so many people were predicting that Pitbull was going to knock him out, I was telling people, yo, Rayo can fight. If this fight goes the distance, he can beat Pitbull on the cards. And that's exactly what happened. See, people didn't realize how good he can box. How good his footwork actually is. He used his height and reach advantages on Pitbull to perfection. So I'm telling you, El Rayo Valenzuela has the skills to make it very interesting against Tank Davis. Yes, of course, Tank is supposed to be the favorite. He's supposed to be the favorite. But don't get it twisted. El Rayo Valenzuela is coming off of an upset. He's done this already. Where everybody's expecting him to lose. Everybody's expecting him to get knocked out. And he wins. So don't get it twisted with Rayo Valenzuela, my peoples. The guy can fight. And yo, my peoples, Box Center, don't be cheap with that like button, yo. Don't be cheap with that like button. Yo, if you love boxing, subscribe, my peoples. Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Real talk. We on the come up. Join the Box Center family. And for real, man, don't be cheap with that like button, man. I'm not gonna charge y'all for that. Yo, let's talk about Shakur Stevenson, my peoples. That's the next one that we gotta talk about. As you probably seen the video that's out there. He injured his right hand. It looks like it was a right hook to the body. And I don't know, I thought that he caught his sparring partner in an elbow. But maybe he caught him in the hip. I don't know where he caught him, but he hurt his hand real bad. Yo, what's good, Bang Bang Boogie? Yo, check it. I was actually talking about that earlier. I'ma keep it 100 with you, bro. I'ma keep it 100, Bang Bang Boogie. I don't give Berlanga much of an opportunity, to be honest. And the reason I say that is because, yo, he's never been on the big stage. This is his first championship fight. So imagine that your first championship fight ever, and it's gonna be versus Canelo Alvarez, man. That's tough. That's tough, bro. And Berlanga, yo, he's one of my guys. I want to see him win, but it's like, damn, yo, that's a big step up for his first championship fight. But let's see how it's going. Berlanga does have, I gotta admit it, Berlanga does have the power to change everything. And in boxing, anything can happen. So can Berlanga, shock the world tomorrow? He got the power to do so. He got the power to change things around. So we have to see it. I'm predicting Canelo to win just because what I told you, Berlanga doesn't have that experience. He's never been in there with a champion. I believe those lights are going to be bright, man. You already know, my guy. Appreciate you, man, jumping in. And I want to see, that fight tomorrow, by the way, I am going to be on there. You're going to see me, well, not at the fight, literally, but I'm going to be going live, and I'm going to be giving you guys my round-by-round reaction. So you can already see. Ya tú sabes, manito. Usted sabe de esta vaina. But real talk, my peoples. But like I was saying, man, with Shakur Stevenson, with him breaking his right hand, he's not going to fight for the rest of the year. I'm kind of disappointed in that because I wanted to see him. Joe Cordina is not the opponent that I wanted for him. But Tank Davis didn't send the contract. Tank Davis didn't want that smoke. So, he went in a different direction. He was going to fight Joe Cordina. Now that fight is not going to happen. But they are, Shakur did go through a successful surgery, and they're saying that he'll be back for early 2025. And I believe I've seen Eddie Hearn say that Shakur was going to fight William Zepeda right away. He was going to come back and go straight for William Zepeda. So there you have it. It's going to be, straight for a unification fight. So you can already see that Shakur's, search for greatness is going to go right back on track when he gets in the ring. Right back on track. And listen, let me tell y'all something. What I wanted to see was Shakur Stevenson versus Tank Davis. If y'all remember, Lomachenko pulled out of the fight with Tank. When Lomachenko pulled out, I was like, oh shit. We're going to get Shakur versus Tank because Loma was out of the way already. And Shakur and Tank both were looking for an opponent. Tank's team did not want to make that fight happen. They had no interest in making it happen. They say Shakur's on the list, but I'm guessing if he is on the list, they're going to leave him for last. Just like with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, how they left Bud for last. That's what I think they're gonna do. You know, they got Shakur on the list, but he may actually be the last one. Because they could have made the fight right now if they wanted to. And Shakur even said, yo, send the contract, I'ma sign it. Whatever they're gonna offer, Shakur gonna sign that. Of course, they're not gonna do no crazy low ball, you know. But the offers are reasonable at least. Shakur's gonna sign that. No hesitation. That's a fight, yo. Shakur versus Tank. That's a fight that we gotta have. Maybe we could get it next year. Remember, Shakur has a 2-fight deal with Matchroom, right? Those 2 fights were going to be Joe Cordina and William Zepeda. However, you see that Shakur got hurt, and he's not going to be fighting Joe Cordina. He's going to come right back straight to William Zepeda. What does that mean? Simple. That he can fight William Zepeda, and in the second fight of his deal with Matchroom, fight Tank Davis. That's actually a possibility. We could get Shakur versus Tank, you know, next year. We could get that fight, man. I'm hoping that we can get it. You never know. We have to see how things are going to play out. Yo, check this out. Because Bang Bang Boogie, you had asked me about that. Danny Garcia versus Erislandis Lara. Bro, if that fight wasn't tomorrow, that's a main event. That's a main event type of fight. Danny Garcia is a world champion caliber fighter. Multi-division champion. And Erislandis Lara a reigning champion. And this is the classic case of the boxer and the puncher. We know Danny Garcia got that left hook, but is that left hook gonna be the same in that division? Is it? Can he hurt Lara? And we know Lara got that boxing IQ. He got that footwork. He got that height and reach advantage that he's gonna use to the fullest. Yo, esa cartelera va a estar encendida, manito. It's gonna be lit. Real talk. See, what happened is that Canelo and Berlanga, you know, their names are so big that they're overshadowing the rest of the card. But come on, Danny Garcia versus Erislandis Lara, that's a main event type of fight. Then we got Caleb Plant also fighting. We got Rollies, who's also going to fight. Yo, there's some good fights to watch. Yo, tomorrow's a great night of boxing. I'm looking forward to all of these fights. You know that Rollies, he's under pressure to perform. Because if you notice, after he took that beating from Pitbull, it's like his stock has dropped. Nobody's really talking about Rollies the way we were before he fought Tank. And even after he fought Tank, his star power went up. But after he got beat up by Pitbull like that, look, he went from being main event back to back to being on the undercard. Like, we don't even know who Rollies is fighting. We don't even know who he fighting. I would have to Google it. If I want to know who Rollies is fighting, I would have to Google it. So, Rollies has to have a spectacular performance tomorrow. I don't know who he's fighting, but he has to sleep him. You know, in spectacular fashion, that, you know, everybody's replaying the video of how Rolly slept this dude, and that'll bring his stock back up. Right now, Rolly's down. Listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. What you saying about Angel Garcia makes sense, but I think Danny may have a tough time getting past that reach. You know, Lara's going to be the guy who has the footwork in that ring. Like, Danny has good footwork, but he doesn't have the type of footwork that Lara has. So I think the question is he going to be able to catch him? Is he going to be able to catch up to him? Or is Lara going to be able to dance circles around him for 12 rounds? We got to see, man, because Islandis Lara, man, yo, till this day, people think that he beat Canelo Alvarez. Till this day. If you watch the fight, he put so many hands on Canelo. And I think that tells you how good Lara is. He's a very good fighter. So Danny Garcia is going to have his work cut out for him. Yo, listen, you're telling me Danny has to punch with him to take that jab away, and that makes sense. But is he going to be able to? With the way Lara, because Lara's going to use every single inch of that ring. Every single part of that ring, Lara's going to use it. So Danny's going to have to be on him. On him. I know Lara's 41, but did you see his last fight? He's still doing it. He's in great shape. In his last fight, he was moving. He was doing what he does. I'm telling you. You got to take into consideration that Lara's 41, but Danny's in his mid-30s. Danny's like 36. Like 36 years old. So, But we'll have to see how it plays out, because Danny Garcia has that power. And if he hurts Lara, I think that everything could change quickly. I think, one left hook from everything going south. That's a Cuban 41. Damn, he a Cuban 41, so he like 47. Like 47. Nah, listen. Lara, if you look at him, he's in very good shape. And this is real talk. Lara, he's a very disciplined fighter. If you follow him on social media, if you follow him in any kind of way, you'll see this guy stays in great shape year round. You never seen a picture of a fat Erislandy Lara. Like this dude, even when he doesn't have a fight lined up, he's in the gym working out. So, even though he is 41 years old, I'm telling you, he's in very good shape. Kind of like, remember when Manny Pacquiao went up against Keith Thurman? It's kind of like the same deal. Like, nah, this guy, he's not somebody who's out of shape, who's just going to show up, and be old. He's going to present some challenges. That's what I'm trying to tell you, my brother. Those fighters who stay fit throughout the year, they're a serious challenge even when they hit that age group. Because a lot of times they fight guys who are younger but are nowhere near as fit as they are. So when they bring them into the deep waters, it's problems. It's problems. And I'm telling you, a picture of an overweight Erislandis Lara does not exist. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. And look at guys like Floyd Mayweather, for example, who stayed in great shape even when he was not fighting. If you look at the great fighters, a lot of them, they stayed in great shape. And Erislandis Lara is one of those guys, man. And he has that very, very good defense. That's what I'm telling you, that Danny's going to have his work cut out for him trying to catch him. He's going to be, Erislandis Lara versus Danny Garcia is going to be a very good fight. It's going to be competitive. Let's see if it goes the distance or if it's a stoppage. So check it, my peoples. I want to talk to you about the next one right quick, man. O'Shaquie Foster versus Robson Conceição, the rematch. Yo, Bang Bang Boogie, did you see the first fight? O'Shaquie versus Robson. Um, that fight was crazy, bro. O'Shaquie put all types of hands. O'Shaquie put hands and feet on Robson Conceição. And he lost. The judges gave Robson the fight, the decision. So there's a rematch. They already agreed to the rematch. It's been announced. That's gonna be a very good fight. O'Shaquie Foster should have been the champion. He got robbed. And I said what I felt about those judges, man. They should fire all of those judges. All the judges involved in the O'Shaquie Foster Robson Conceição fight should be fired. Fire all of them. Yo, my peoples, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't be cheap. Yo, Box Center. If you love boxing, this is your favorite boxing channel. I promise you. Yo, man, they did that man so dirty, my brother. That's messed up the way they did it. That's messed up the way they did it, man. He won that fight so clearly, and you could see that Robson, he was shocked when they announced him as the winner. You could see that he was not even expecting. Even you could see when that last bell rang, you could see Robson was like he wasn't celebrating. He knew he lost, and you see they gave it to him. They gave it to him. Yo, I felt so bad for Shaqie Foster, man. That was crazy. That was just crazy, yo. So what's up, my peoples? Make y'all predictions. Make y'all predictions for tomorrow. Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga. Who do you have, and how do you think is going to play out? Not just who wins, how do they win? Do you have a stoppage, or do you have to fight going the distance? Yeah, Bob Arum, he deserved an Oscar for that performance. But yeah, my peoples. Edgar Berlanga versus Canelo Alvarez. How is that fight going to play out? Hold on, my people. Hold on. Let me know, my peoples. Berlanga first round knockout. You believe Berlanga is going to knock Canelo out in the first round? Damn, that's tough. But are you trolling with me, or you believe that Berlanga is gonna knock Canelo out in the first round for real? All right, man. We're going with your prediction of a first round knockout. Tomorrow, don't be hiding if Berlanga gets slept. You're not ready to pick. Yo, at this point, you should already be, willing to pick, because that's it. They already did the weigh-in. You see how they look the day before the fight. But I already made my pick. I got Canelo stopping Berlanga by the 10th or before the 10th round. I think Berlanga is going to win early rounds. within the first 4, maybe 5 rounds. He's probably gonna have a fast start. Um, but I believe that at some point, fourth, fifth round, Canelo's gonna start stepping up the pace, and the experience is gonna show up. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see the difference. And Canelo will walk away with a W by stoppage. You got Danny by split decision. That's a fight right there, man. Danny Garcia, yo, that's a fight. To be honest, man, I haven't been able to predict Danny Garcia versus Erislandis Lara just because it's such a good fight, man. That's such a good fight. It's a very competitive fight. It's not as simple. It's not as simple as people think it is. And I don't know, man. I just don't know. I'm not ready to predict that fight just yet. Danny's my guy. Lara's my guy. Both fighters that I support. So that makes it hard to make a pick as well. But I'll make a prediction. I'll have a prediction. I'll have a prediction for tomorrow. So, what do you think about Rollies, man? Rolando Romero. Is Rollies gonna become a champion again? Is there any possibility that Rollies becomes a world champion again? Damn, you're not laughing at Rollies like that, right? I mean, I'm just asking. That's a legitimate question. Is Rollies ready to become a champion again? By the way, Teofimo Lopez was at the presser for Canelo versus Berlanga at the press conference. And he said that he wants to fight Tank Davis. Rolly getting sparked? Oh, man. Yo, there was a fight. Rolly been saved by the refs, man. There was this dude that he put hands on Rolly, and the ref, not the ref, the judges saved him. Like, I felt like he lost that fight. So, let's see, man. Rolly's is not looking good. Not looking like, because his fight with Pitbull, he just got pummeled, man. He just really got pummeled out there. So now you gotta have some type of, make some type of adjustments. Because at the end of the day, he just didn't look good, man. Oh, no, Barroso, poof. Barroso put the baits on Rolly. He was winning on the cards when they stopped it. He was winning on the cards. But the other day, Barroso got battered. I don't know if you've seen that. Yo, Barroso got battered. Barroso got Barroso'd. Yeah, they put the beats on him. He fought a young cat. I don't remember who it was, but he got stopped. He got beat up, and it was quite brutal. Brutal. And then another magic question. Yeah. Yo, he got beat up brutally. And another magic question, of course. Canelo Alvarez. If he gets past Berlanga, should he fight Benavidez or Terence Crawford? Who should Canelo Alvarez fight? Benavidez or Terence Crawford? You know, for whatever reason, there's a lot of people saying that they don't want to see Canelo versus Benavidez. I don't even understand why. I want to see it. I think Canelo versus Benavidez is a great fight. But I also want to see Canelo versus Crawford. I think that's a great fight. Benavidez and call it a day. You had a great career. I mean, I'd like to see Canelo versus Benavidez. I'm not sure if we'll ever see it just because Canelo has stayed away from making that fight for a long time. Years at this point. And he did say that Crawford was easy money. That he felt Crawford was easy money. So, if given the opportunity to fight both guys, whichever one he wants, I think he'll pick Crawford. I think he'll pick Crawford ahead of Benavidez to fight. Yo, so with the O'Shaquie Foster fight, after the O'Shaquie Foster fight, I want to show y'all what I said. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all what I said. Let me see if I could get this going. Because I was disappointed. When I saw the decision, I couldn't believe that they robbed O'Shaquie the way that they did. I was the boss over there. That's my word, B. If I was the boss over there, I would have fired all. That's my word, B. If I was the boss over there, I would have fired all three of them judges on the spot. I'm talking about as soon as they announced the decision, I would have called a meeting like, yo, y'all niggas don't know what the fuck you doing. You all fired. Fuck out of here. Yo, security, get these goofy motherfuckers out of here. That's how I would have fired them. So there you have it, my peoples. That's how I would have fired the three judges from the first O'Shaquie Foster versus Robson Conceição fight. Y'all fired for that blatant robbery that they pulled on O'Shaquie. Oh, my people, check this out. Check this out. I want to show y'all this boxing because, if you love boxing, you can't discriminate, right? Damn, Bob told him. That's messed up. Bob was like, yo, man, rob him. Rob him. Yo, here in Box Center, we support boxing. We support everybody. So check this out, man. Let me show y'all this. So check it, my peoples. Yo, I'm feeling the wheelchair boxing. Bob Sapp, he look focused right there. And you know what? For you to do this sport successfully, you have to have somebody with good footwork, pushing that wheelchair for you. And the fighters, you gotta let them hands go because you're gonna be right there at point blank range. If that footwork ain't good, like Bob, man, he wheeled my mans into a knuckle sandwich. Bang! Right in the kisser. Y'all already know what it is, my peoples. Box Center. Your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Peace. Yo, I don't know about y'all, my peoples, but I'm digging the wheelchair boxing, B. I'm digging the wheelchair boxing. I don't know about y'all. Hey, esa barnatadura, loco, en silla de ruedas, dándose pila de guantazo. Yo, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Oh, check this out, my peoples. This is a segment that you will only find here on Box Center. All right. And by the way, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't be cheap. If you like what you see, subscribe. This is your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. Check this out. This is a new segment, by the way. Feel up because he is a kid. Did I pause it?
Up because he is a king. You can Google who I am. I always carry. Don't play with me. Stay in your lane, brother. I'm telling you, you might not think so, but trust my peoples. So who is this week's goofiest of the goofiest? You can Google who I am. I always carry. Telling you, you might not think so, but trust. What's he gonna say? Yo, you a successful black man with a star athlete's son. Y'all supposed to be role models. And you talking about you got guns and goons on camera? For that right there, my boy, you are the goofiest of the oofiest.
So there you go, my peoples. That's a Box Center exclusive segment. The goofiest of the oofiest. In that case, this guy won it because he was talking too crazy, like unnecessarily, just talking wow. So I'm just trying to show you, my peoples, that when it comes to Box Center, there's original content that you never seen nothing like this before. This is different than anything else out there. We on the come up. Like I said, man, subscribe and jump on this ride with us. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. It's original content, man. I'm not playing with y'all.
So check it, my peoples. Here's the Box Center lie detector test. Titles and belts are not important.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Terrence Bud Crawford is not the number one pound for pound fighter in the world.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Shakur Stevenson is not one of the greatest fighters of this generation and will not be the face of boxing.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
Clarissa Shields is not the greatest female fighter to walk this earth.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So there you have it, my peoples. As you can see, Box Center has exclusive content. And by the way, we live Mondays through Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it, man. Box Center the show. Box Center the show, man. It's like something you never seen before. Trying to show you, man. Look, 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 look. Look at this. I'm trying to show y'all. I'm trying to put y'all on. This is this original Lala.
Hey, I don't want to see Crawford make history. That's the reality. Just keep it real. Just say, I don't like Crawford, and I don't want him to win, and I don't want him to make history. Just keep it real. There's no need to make up all these fake narratives. You're talking about he got to earn the Canelo fight. Come on, bro. He got to earn the Canelo fight. The 4 division champion, the 2 division undisputed champion has to earn the Canelo fight. You want to tell me how Yildirim earned the Canelo fight? You want to tell me how Berlanga earned the Canelo fight? Berlanga never even fought for a title in his life. Now you putting Canelo's testicles in your mouth and juggling them. Talking about he got to earn the Canelo fight. Stop playing, bro.
Yo, it gets serious, my people. It gets serious. Check this out. Check this video out. It's about Canelo and Berlanga.
I can't find my pen right now. I had to take some notes and whatnot. My peoples, y'all already know we're going to talk boxing. Let me get this pen right quick so we can do what we do. Hold on. Oh, getting out of control out here. Hold on. Crazy out here. This is live, my people. You adapt to the environment and whatnot. Boom. We got Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga fighting on Saturday, and it looks like not too many people giving Edgar Berlanga a chance to beat Canelo. I think right now the only person I've seen feeling like Berlanga's gonna win is Fat Joe. Can Edgar Berlanga do it? We shall see. We shall see.
There you go, my people. That's still the magic question. Can Edgar Berlanga beat Canelo Alvarez? We're going to find out tomorrow. That's it. We're 24 hours away from finding out if Edgar Berlanga can shock the world. So all the questions, all the arguments, all the debates, that's it. That's going to be put to rest tomorrow. So first off, my peoples, I want to thank y'all for hopping on with me. And you already know, man, Box Center, the show, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Mondays through Fridays. However, tomorrow I will be live, round by round reaction for Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga. So you get to see that I was right with regards to the outcome. And, then we're going to do a little trash talk and let you know that I try to tell you so. And you should listen to me. And when I make predictions, it's a reason why I am Jay Stradamus. I am him. Just take my word for it, my peoples. You already know what it is. Box Center, the show. This is your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show, my peoples. Episode 6. Appreciate you hopping on. Yo, check out the videos. Check out the new videos that are up now. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to Box Center, my peoples. It don't get no better than this. Don't miss out on this content. We got some fire coming up for y'all. Oh, by the way, oh, wait a minute. I can't slip like this. You know what I'm saying? This show still got 3 more minutes to go. I still got 3 more minutes that I could do whatever I want. And I could say whatever I want. So, let me point out that on Sunday, I'm going to be in La Vega for a boxing tournament. There's going to be elite level boxers from multiple different cities, and they're going to be going at it. They're going to be trading blows. And guess what? I'm going to be at the neutral corner, my people, taking in all the action, so I could bring it over to y'all. So y'all going to see some awesome content, from that competition. These kids can bang. They can fight. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it. So again, my peoples, appreciate y'all, coming through, checking me out and all that. Tomorrow we're going to be live. Make sure you swing by, man. When Edgar Berlanga and Canelo's about to fight, even before that fight, man, come check me out because I'm going to be live. We're going to be talking boxing. We're going to be out there, and we're going to see how it's going to play out. Is Edgar Berlanga going to shock the world? Is Canelo Alvarez going to sleep him? We're going to find out, man. I'm dying to see it. Tell you that. I'm dying to see it. Anyways, my peoples, we all cap it off right here. Appreciate y'all hopping on with me. You already know what it is. Box Center. Your favorite boxers. Favorite boxing show. Peace.